One love, talk about the one heart, one heart. Let's get together and feel alright. Hey y'all, welcome to the channel. So today I will be ranking my Parfums de Marly collection. So you kind of tied in the song with the Marley and the Bob Marley. Anyways, if that interests you, please keep watching. Who's number one? Who's number one? Okay, so before we get started with the video, I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Roxanne, and this is Roxanne's Retreat. If this is your first time joining me, thank you and welcome. And if you've been here before and you've decided to come back, big up your whole self. I truly appreciate your continued support. And of course, before we get into the real reason you're here, the nitty-gritty of the fragrances, I like to talk about my lip combo. So today on my lips, I'm wearing Chestnut by MAC. It needs no introduction. And in the middle, I have this lip gloss from Juvia's Place, and this one is called Honey Honey. So it's like really like a pinky kind of nude lip gloss. So yep, Chestnut for the liner, and for the lippy on the inside, I have a gloss by Juvia's Place called Honey Honey. Quite pretty. It's a very comfortable gloss to wear. It's not sticky or anything like that. It just makes you shine a little bit. And that's what we want from a gloss, right? And of course, let's talk about my scent of the day. So my scent of the day is My Way from Giorgio Armani, but this is the new one, the Parfum. So My Way Parfum from Giorgio Armani. I'm gonna give myself another spray because girl can't get enough. It's so pretty, so pretty. So this one opens with Orange Blossom, there's Bergamot, and there's Bitter Orange. In the middle there's Iris, Indian Tuberose, Ambrette, and in the base there's White Musk, Cedar, and Bourbon Vanilla. So it is a sweet floral fragrance. Now, if you smell the other My Ways, like the original My Way and the My Way Floreal I think, and then the My Way Intense, those are more, I feel like those are more tuberose forward. This one, I can get the tuberose in this, but I definitely feel like Iris is the star of this show. And I love me some Iris. Iris it gives like this powdery kind of dry down. So for me, it makes me feel super pretty, super feminine, you know. Yeah, My Way. So that is my scent of the day. This is My Way Parfum from Giorgio Armani. Okay, so let's get into this ranking of my Parfums de Marly fragrances. So I actually have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I have 9 of the 11 fragrances that they offer that are geared towards women. And yeah, let's get into it. So keep in mind, if I did not like the fragrance or I don't like the fragrance, it's definitely not in my collection, right? So the 9 that I have, I absolutely enjoy. Now, when you're ranking somebody, something has to be last and something has to be first. But because it's going to be ranked 9th, doesn't mean I don't like the fragrance. I do. I just like the others better. Okay? So let's keep that in mind. So first off, we will come in with number 9. And number 9 is none other than Cassili. I know. People are like, Cassili? How could Cassili? Yeah, Cassili is my number 9. I'll tell you why though. I'll give you explanation as to why. So this is Cassili. It's like this kind of peachy color bottle. Like these bottles are just absolutely fabulous. Any which way, any fragrance in it, they're pretty bottles. So yeah, so Cassili opens with red currant, floral notes, and Bulgarian rose. In the middle, there's frangipani, plum, Thalia, mimosa, and in the base, there's vanilla, tonka bean, and sandalwood. So this is truly like a fruity, floral fragrance. I don't get the sandalwood or anything like that in the base. What I get are the fruits and the floral. So it's just pretty, it's light, it's great for this time of year. The issue I have with Cassili, it's the performance. It does not, no matter what I do, I could drink a gallon of water, I can put a gallon of Eucerin on my skin. This fragrance does not last on me. It probably gives me like 3 hours. So yep, Cassili coming in at number 9. Okay, next in at number 8 is a fragrance that I absolutely enjoy. I enjoy wearing it. You know, I just have to be in the mood for it. So at number 8 is Sedberry. So this is the one that comes in the white bottle from Parfums de Marly. I don't think this is available. I don't think it's readily available though. I don't know if this is the one that they have discontinued. But anyways, this is Sedberry from Parfums de Marly. Now, this one, I'm gonna just give it a little spray. I'm gonna spray it into the air, into the cap. It's pretty. I like it. So it opens with clary sage, lavender, tangerine, and bergamot. In the middle, there's tuberose, jasmine, and iris. In the base, there's benzoin, vanilla, ambergris, vetiver, and patchouli. So this fragrance is a heavy white floral in my opinion. This is the fragrance that, you know, someone would pull for. I typically, you know, you would pull for this fragrance. I feel like this is like a church appropriate fragrance. Minding your sprays because it can get a little indolic with the jasmine and the tuberose in here. I've heard people describe this as more of a mature scent, more of a more mature woman, a woman of a certain age fragrance. I am a woman of a certain age, okay? I like this fragrance. I really do. It just, you know, of all the PDMs, this is just where it falls on the list. It falls in at number 8. It gives me about 6 hours on the skin. I don't overspray it because if I overspray it, I'm afraid of what is going to happen with the heaviness of the jasmine and the tuberose. So yep, this is Sedberry coming in at number 8. Okay, so coming in at number 7 is the girl that I call my, you know, sophisticated fruity floral fragrance of the bunch. Just in my collection, not of the PDM bunch, but yeah, it is your girl Meliora. So Meliora is the one in like the super clear bottle with the light, you know, light looking juice. So Meliora, she's definitely the epitome of a fruity floral. Let me see if I have more realistic. Let me spray it in the air. So Meliora opens with black currant, red berries, and cassis. In the middle, you have a rose, a lily of the valley, and ylang ylang. And in the base, there's musk and vanilla. So it is fruity, it is floral, and it is sweet. The vanilla in the base gives it a light sweetness. It is not overly sweet. So again, it is really good for this time of year. Fruity, floral, spring, summer, light, airy. The problem with Meliora for me is that she does not last. Now, someone looking at this might say, well, that is the nature of the fragrance. It is a fruity floral. They are not meant to last. But I have some fruity florals that kick butt in my collection. So yeah, Meliora, although she's pretty, although she's very sophisticated, she comes in at number 7 for my Parfums de Marly ranking. All right, next up, my number 6. I know a lot of people who are familiar with Parfums de Marly are going to be like, what? How is that number 6 of all the ones? So my number 6 is this girl here. This is Oriana. Now, Oriana is a fragrance that is loved in the fragrance community. I happen to just like her. Of, you know, my PDMs, this is just where she falls, you know, in my eyes. She is, yeah, she's that fluffy marshmallow kind of vibe. Yep. So she opens with the mandarin orange, bergamot, and grapefruit. In the middle, there's orange blossom, raspberry, and black currant. And in the base, we have whipped cream, marshmallow, musk, and ambrette. She's super pretty. Now, she's along the same line. She's along the same vein of Love Don't Be Shy, as Centra from Memo, as even her sister in this line, Safina. So I prefer, obviously, I prefer Safina than Oriana. You know, when it comes to Love Don't Be Shy, I prefer Love Don't Be Shy Extreme to Oriana, but I do like Oriana. And she gives me, she's not a performer on my skin. She gives me about 4 hours on my skin. I try not to overspray her because one time I did, and maybe that's why I'm not like, I don't pull for her so much. One time I oversprayed her, and yeah, that didn't go too well. It was just too much. It was too much. Maybe it was too much and it was too hot. But yeah, this is Oriana from Parfums de Marly, and she is coming in at number 6. Okay, coming in at number 5 is my girl here in the sexy black bottle, and she is Thalia. Thalia is my number 5. Yes. Shower me with your love, Thalia. The way Thalia fills up a room. So Thalia, she opens with orange blossom. In the middle there's iris, and in the base there's white musk and amber. So the notes, according to Fragrantica, they're pretty simple. I enjoy this fragrance. I wear this fragrance to work a lot. It gives me about 6 to 7 hours on the skin. It makes me feel super feminine because it's powdery. There's some sweetness in there. It's just, I feel like it's a really mellow, everyday kind of vibe, but yet sophisticated, if that makes any sense. So yeah, this is my number 5 pick, Thalia. And of course, she's from the house of Parfums de Marly, because that's what we're doing. We're ranking the Parfums de Marly. Okay, coming in at number 4 is my girl here in another clear bottle, and she is Safina. I just love Safina. This is a new bottle, by the way. Don't look at me with a side eye saying, oh, you love it, but you don't spray it. It's a newer bottle. This is my 2nd bottle of Safina. OMG. So Safina opens with pear and orange. In the middle there's orange blossom, ylang-ylang, and iris. And in the base there's vanilla, amber, and sandalwood. What do I get from Safina? She's like a sweet, kind of everyday vibe for me. Like, men love this. Men are kind of like drawn to this fragrance, like Love Don't Be Shy. It's like, you know, yeah. Tons of compliments, especially from men, when I wear this fragrance. It's just super sweet, and I feel like it's just enveloping, and absolutely a dude magnet, because, you know, men like a lot of sweet things. And yep, there she is, Safina. She gives me about 7 hours on the skin. I typically overspray to get that 7 hours, but I enjoy it. When I overspray, it doesn't make me sick. It doesn't, you know, it doesn't feel like too much. It just feels like it's just right. So yep, coming in at number 4 is Safina. Okay, so we're into the top 3, right? We are into the top 3. Let's see who are the top 3. So okay, so coming in at number 3 is right here. Here is our girl Delina Exclusive. So Delina Exclusive, I mean, this bottle's almost done. Like, I don't think there's anything left. But yeah, I have a backup. So yeah, Delina Exclusive comes in at number 3. Yet barely anything left. And this fragrance right here, to me, is like the epitome of femininity. It really is. It's just, the bottle is pretty. It's a pink bottle with tassels. My tassels look like they've been through some things. But It's a fragrance that's so versatile in my opinion. You could wear it every day. It could be a good signature scent. It could, you know, be your date night scent. It could be whatever. So Delina exclusive. So she opens with lychee, pear, and bergamot. In the middle there's turquoise rose, oud, and incense. And in the base there's vanilla, amber, and woody notes. This fragrance is also a beast. This gives me 8, 9, 10 plus hours on the skin. I get tons of compliments when I wear this fragrance. So it just puts me in a happy mood. Yeah, it's just a little bit deeper and darker with the oud in there, but it's still, it's weird because it's still light and fluffy and not too much when it's hot. Because as you guys know, I live in Tampa Bay, so yeah, it gets hot here. Yeah, Delina exclusive. She comes in at number 3 in my PDM collection. Okay, so coming in at number 2 is my girl here in the light pink bottle, and this is Delina La Rosée. So Delina La Rosée is supposed to be like the more summer, fresh, airy, lighter fragrance in that whole Delina group. And Delina exclusive, and this is Delina La Rosée. So Delina La Rosée is lighter, it's airier, it's like a watery rose as opposed to like a dense oudy rose, okay? So this one opens with lychee, peach, and bergamot. In the middle there's turkish rose, peonies, watery notes, and floral notes. And in the base there's white musk, woody notes, and Haitian vetiver. Yeah, she is one of the fragrances that, you know, you can pull out in the dead of heat and you don't have to mind your sprays. It's just, it smells like Delina. There's that Delina and that Delina exclusive DNA, but it's just lighter and more watery, waterier, not a word, at least not in the English language. But yeah, Delina La Rosée, she comes in at number 2. She is my number 2 fragrance from the house of PDM. She is light, she's airy, she's refreshing. She is not too much. Like if you're a nurse or in a industry where you're not allowed to wear fragrances or you can't go heavy, this is definitely a really good option because it gives you that whole vibe of the It Girl Delina, but just lighter and airier. So this is my number 2 from the house of PDM. Okay, so number 1, drum roll please. And everyone's gonna be a little surprised, but my number 1 fragrance from the house of PDM is the newest chick on the block, and this is Valia. This is Valea. I mean, I just love this fragrance. This fragrance has just come in and has taken over my life in its entirety. I love it. This fragrance was just launched in 2023 and it has made it to my number 1 spot in my PDM collection. Yep, I love her. Love her. She is not like super loved in the community, but that's, you know, that's how we talk about that all the time, that fragrance is subjective. We love what we love and we dislike what we dislike, but yeah. So yep, Valia. So she opens with aldehydes, white peach, mandarin orange, and bergamot. In the middle there's orange blossom, lily of the valley, Thalia, vetiver. And on the base there's akigala wood, vanilla, ambroxan, and musk. So this fragrance right here, it's musky, it's sweet, I mean it's fresh. A lot of people say, oh, like why would I buy this to smell like detergent? Well, when I put it on, I don't smell like Tide, I don't smell like Gain, I just smell really, it smells gorgeous on me. It just does something. It just smells amazing. Now, yeah, I don't know what else to say. This thing, although it's considered like a fresh kind of fragrance, fresh, musky, powdery fragrance, this thing packs a punch. I was so surprised when I wore this for the first time. It kept going and going and going and going, like the Energizer Bunny. It wouldn't stop. And I was definitely here for that. I love the bottle, first of all. It's just so sleek. And then the fragrance, the juice on the inside, mwah, masterpiece, chef's kiss. Quentin Biche does it again. Yeah. Valea, although she is the newest chick on the block, I've had all the PDMs for a long time. I've lived with them. They've macerated, marinated, all of the things. And yeah, Valea, however you say it, is my #1 pick in my house ranking of my collection of PDM. I know y'all are surprised. You're so surprised. Don't be surprised. She's my girl. She's my it girl. Okay, y'all, so that brings us to the end of the video. I know people are surprised. People are surprised that the original Delina did not make my list. I do not own the original Delina, just because I feel like I prefer Delina La Rosée and Delina Exclusive. And if I were to own the original Delina, as of right now, who knows what's gonna happen in the next 6 months. But if I were to own the original Delina, I wouldn't pull for it as much as I pull for the others. So that's why she's not currently in my collection. However, yes, this brings us to the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did enjoy it, please give it a thumbs up. If you have not already subscribed and you're enjoying my content, please consider subscribing. That will help my channel very much. And again, thank you so much for joining me. I hope to see you in the next one.